Hello everyone, welcome. This video is going to be about obedience and what the universe wants you to do. If you are seeing my content for the first time, my name is Rosie. I am the owner, CEO of the Bruja's Lair. If you are a returning viewer, thank you, welcome back. Thank you for being a part of the Bruja's Lair tribe. Alright, so we are going to talk about obedience today. That is the message. That's what I've been hearing all day. I kind of gave you guys a little bit of insight into where I was going with this video yesterday, as I was talking about the planets. So the thing about the planets is when they go into retrograde, it's something that they want you to do. So if you haven't learned your lesson, if you haven't done what it is the universe is trying to push you to do, needs you to do for your path, then you will continue to have to repeat that lesson. So for some of you, it may seem like life is happening to you when actually life is happening for you. And this is happening so you can go ahead and be on the path that you want to be on. One thing that's amazing about the way timing works is when I pulled these cards out of the deck, out of the box, this particular card here said change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. And that pretty much signified what I was feeling, what I knew I needed to talk about, because when I was talking on yesterday, I was talking about spiritual surgery. And it's not like a regular surgery where you go in, but it almost feels like it. It feels like your whole life is just shifting and you're going through all these things. And the reason why that happens is because sometimes the universe has to shake your life up for you to pay attention to what it's trying to tell you. And many of you can attest to what I'm saying, because you'll be like, okay, wait, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? I need a reading. I need to figure out what's going on. And once you get your divination, you'll be like, okay, that was it. They did tell me to do that. So speaking on Mercury, because Mercury is the most recent planet that is in retrograde, it is about to go direct, I believe, on the 28th of this month. Mercury is about communication. However, people say it can mess up communication, which it can. With devices, it can mess up communication between people, which is why on yesterday I was saying it depends on how you say things. Your deliverance is everything. With Mercury wants you to speak more out of your throat chakra. It wants you to say what you have to say. Your deliverance is everything, but Mercury still wants you to stop hiding, stop keeping it to yourself, and letting these things just build up inside of you to the point where you just blow up. And by the time you blow up, it's 10, 15, 20 different things that you're talking about, and everybody who you're talking to is kind of lost, because they're like, okay, well, is it this, that, or this? But for you, it's everything. It's all of it, right? So Mercury is trying to put you in a place where you don't do that, where you're more open with how you feel, where you're more open with yourself even, and honest with yourself as well. With Saturn is more so concerned with your career and the longevity of your career. So Saturn asks the question, where will you be in 10 years? Where will you be in 20 years, right? That's the kind of questions that Saturn asks. Saturn actually went into retrograde on June the 2nd, and it will be in retrograde until December the 7th of this year. So you still have time to work with this planet and its transitions, because again, when you work with these planets versus working against them, your outcomes are a lot better. So let's just say you had a job, and with this job you were planning on going to your boss and telling your boss you want a raise, and telling your boss, hey look, this is where I am with this, and if nothing changes, I'm out of here, I'm gone. Now you could two things can happen. Either they can listen to you and give you the raise, or they'll find some reason to fire you / let you go, right? If they decide to let you go, you could be upset, you could be angry, which are pretty much the same things. You could be sad, just because you feel like, well, all I did was go in there and tell them what my worth was, and then this is what they did. But Saturn offers you a chance to look at this situation in a different light, because Saturn may say, you finally went out there to that job, told them they were not paying you what you deserve, so we're going to remove you out of that job and place you somewhere else that's even better. So a lot of people have been in these type of predicaments, right? And they go look for another job, or they have already been looking for another job, and boom, the best job that they had literally lands in their lap. And this job is more stable, right? And when these type of things happen, first thing everybody does, I thank God. Thank you. I've been needing this. I've been wanting this. And you are right to do so, because you spoke out what you wanted, and then the universe gave you exactly what you needed. Some people may look at it like, well, what if you speak your truth, you lose the job, and then you become in a stagnant position? Well, what are your current goals at that moment? Because what if you are working to start your own business? So Saturn offers that up to you, right? So these are just a few things that you can think about. These are some things that some of you may be able to relate with that are going on with that planet. And also with Pluto being the next planet, that one went into retrograde actually in May on the 2nd, which is funny because Pluto is about death and rebirth, and then here comes Saturn on June the 2nd. Like, let's get this rolling, let's get what everyone wants rolling. So Pluto, yesterday when I was doing a reading, birth and rebirth came up, which reminded me of Pluto, except Pluto is death and rebirth, right? Because something technically has to be diminished for something else to be reborn. And what does that mean? That means, say you get rid of your old habits, you get rid of certain people, certain places that you were dealing with, going to, so you can bring better energy into your life. Because let's just say everything that you had been around up until that point was intoxicated with negativity, and you're like, look, I have this path that I need to be on, something in me is waking up. And if you've been feeling like that, that could be attributed to Neptune, because Neptune is one of the planets of revelation, and also it heightens your dreams, it heightens your spiritual responsibility. Okay, so again, these are just some things to think about. This is something that was on my heart to talk about to you guys. So now we're going to go into the reading and see what the universe has to tell you. Okay. Okay, so first we have Tarot coming out. which tarot is obviously is there. It's guidance. Some of you may need some guidance on what to do next. We have illusion. Some of you may be in a illusion, and you need this guidance from tarot to be able to bring you to some point where you can literally understand what is going on, how it's going on, why it's going on, right? So let's see, we also have seeker. Some of you may be seekers that are part of this collective. You may be like, okay, something is out here for me, some message is out here, and I'm literally looking forward to find it. I am not getting off social until I find it. You could also be using dowsing rods. You could be a tarot reader yourself. You could be doing hydromancy, doing a divination through water. Okay, we have black cat coming out, which means good luck. So definitely I believe that, especially with this Lionsgate portal, for those who are manifesting, I believe that this portal is definitely about to bring some good luck, some abundance and prosperity to you, to your business, to your home, to your job, to your life. And this can also come in the form of a promotion as well. All right, so we have a Wheel of Fortune, which that just screams confirmation. All right, confirmation, because up until this point, let's just say up until maybe a few months ago, for some of you, the wheel may have not been turning into your favor, but now it's like you can feel things changing. I mean, we are in the month of August. August is the harvest month, so everything that you have been putting out there, all the positive energy you've been putting out there, all the things that you've been doing, you know, to help your situation, to manifest everything that you've been doing, will manifest everything that you want in your life, you know, that comes at the Wheel of Fortune. All right, this is your fate. This is what you have to do at this point. So congratulations is definitely in order, because a lot of you have worked hard for this, and maybe you already saw it coming, because this top row here is just all about seeing, is what I'm getting from it. So definitely I would say that the wheel is turning in your favor at this point. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so we have gamble. I'm gonna say that you took a gamble and everything worked out. Okay, whatever it is, you know, only you'll know. This will only resonate with those who have been putting in this type of energy. Whatever you gambled on, it's working for you, so stick to that. Okay, we have at the top of the deck, we have ruins. So this is all about your perception, is what this card says, right? So whatever you perceived for everything to be, let's just say you were like, you know what, this is 2024 is going to be my year. Everything is going to go way better than every other year has gone, and these are the seeds that you were sowing at the beginning of the year. And yeah, you may have had some ups and downs. Yeah, you may, you know, things may have not worked exactly how you planned them, but that is because they had to be designed and tailored to fit you in your situation. All right, so in this deck, which I meant to leave the other card there, but I didn't do that, so my bad. Star Ancestor. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, just because it tells you to follow the voice of your soul, A lot of people tell you not to follow the voice of your soul. They say that's crazy, that's weird, why would you do that, XYZ, right? So definitely do that. Whatever you feel, hey, don't go that way, hey, don't try this yet, hey, stay away from those people. Whatever it is, follow that, because that is your inner guidance into your path of, or whatever it is that you need to do. That could literally, your inner voice could literally save you from certain situations, people, places, or things. Okay? Let's see what we have next. Okay. So we have Ignite Your Passions coming out. Some of you could be fire signs. And you just, you like, what? This, like I said, this is the year I'm really gonna shine. This is the year I'm gonna show up for myself. So whatever it is you're passionate about, it could be art, it could be dance, it could be a business, it could be a clothing line, it could be just different things. Whatever it is you're into, you could be writing a book. And if you are, let me know down in the comments, because I'm currently writing 2 right now. So it could be anything. I recently just got back into playing tennis. I've been getting more back into things that I love. So it could just be that, and if you have ignited your passion, that's something to definitely talk about and celebrate. All right. So we have Magic Guardian saying unlock the magic within. You could come from a magical family. You could already be into some sort of spirituality. Whatever it is, unlock those parts of yourself that you keep hidden. If you want to continue to keep them hidden for others, that's fine, because what you do is your business, right? But definitely I see confirmation here. I feel like somebody's really just unlocking so much about themselves, and whoever you are who's unlocking this beautiful magical side, I feel like this is where some of you took that gamble, and when you took that gamble, you walked out on faith and the universe heard you. So that's really good. Like, that's something to definitely pat yourself on the back for. Definitely giving you thumbs up this way, because it's really hard to step out on faith and do things, especially like starting a business, because you have to put money, time, and just so much commitment and effort into starting a business. So if that's you, if it resonates, please let me know. All right. So while you're out here standing on business, taking care of business, remember to take care of yourself as well. We happen to give so much of ourselves to the world, everyone. But a lot of the times we neglect ourselves. So just make sure that you're not doing that, all right? We have the Shaman card coming out, which says trust in higher forces. Higher forces being obviously the divine most high creator, angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, just really your entire spiritual team. Maybe it's time for you to work with them, build relationships with them, get to know them better. Maybe that's why that card is coming out for you. All right. By the time spring gets here next year, you would really have seen the fruits of your labor, is what I get out of this spring card. Okay. This card is very important too. It's at the top of the deck. It says warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Okay. Again, you may run into some things that may try to be obstacles, may try to reset your course, but just remember to stay grounded and rooted in your faith. All right. And again, I kind of feel by looking at the colors in the cards. With the wings, we have air, so I'm gonna say air signs, water signs, fire signs, and earth signs. This reading is like not for just one sign. It's literally for everyone it resonates with. Okay, that could be of those signs. So this would be an all signs reading at this point, right? Let's see. All right, we have vision. Okay, so there's a vision that you have set for yourself. There's a goal that you have set for yourself. There may be dreams that you have had about how your life is going to be, but you probably couldn't really just tune into that too much because where you were currently, right? Even if you are in that position currently, just know that the divine most high creator does have a purpose for your life. And if you haven't found that purpose, you are definitely about to come into that. That is why you came across this video or other videos where they seem to resonate with you about your situation. Your third eye and your throat chakra are going to be some of the main things you need to work on, okay, with yourself. Again, you may be in a situation where, like I was just saying, for some of you, not all of you, but where things are just not where you want them to be, right? So you could be going through some sort of maze right now, but just know there's an opening here, okay? So you're gonna come out on the other side of things. Everything is gonna be okay, even when it doesn't feel like it. All right, so we also have grounding coming out, and earlier in the top of the reading I did talk about grounding, so definitely make sure you guys are staying grounded. That is like one of the most important things in this. The reason why is because when you're grounded, when you're rooted in what you want, your beliefs, no one can shake you. Now they will try, but they can't shake you away from what it is that you are literally trying to do and what it is that you are set here to be. But you have to believe it, because if you don't believe it, then who? You know? So that's where we are with that one. We have gratitude here. Okay, I'm gonna move these up just so y'all can see them. All right, so with gratitude, be grateful. Be grateful for the little things. If you want a 5-bedroom house and you have a 2-bedroom apartment right now, be grateful, because you could be in a situation where you don't have anything, right? If you have spaghetti tonight, but you really didn't want spaghetti, you wanted crab legs or shrimp, fish, whatever it is, but you couldn't afford it, be grateful that you have that spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people out here in this world who don't have that, right? I've learned to be so grateful for things that I have versus to complain over things that I didn't have. And it's like the more I begin to sit well within that energy, the more good things begin to come to me, right? So I'm just gonna tell you what works. Okay, we have 2 more here. We have release. Okay, so whatever no longer serves you, release it. If you are trying to hold on to it too tough, either the planets are going to move it out your way, the divine is going to move it out your way, the angels, the ancestors, the guides, somebody's going to move it out your way. And the reason why they are is because whatever you're holding on to is going to keep you stuck. For me, it was people. Okay, I have a really good ass heart. But I really do. I have a really good heart, and I'm always trying to find the good in others. I'm always trying to help people. But I began to realize that I had to decipher when I was helping someone and when I was being used by someone. And eventually, it led me to cutting off the majority of the people I knew. And my elders would tell me, but that's okay, because now that the divine has cleared all those people who are not meant to be on your path, you know, they may be able to sit on the sidelines and witness it, but they're not supposed to be on the path with you. And now that they're out the way, you can receive the people who you need to be on your path. And at the time, that didn't make sense, you know, because that's my friend, but then we find out a lot of these people are not our friends. They're really enemies, and they exemplament enemy behavior, but our hearts are so good that we just want to see the good in everybody. And these are things that we have to learn. This is where growth and development comes in. And once we learn these things, we ultimately become better people. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to drop this card here. And that card there, man. Whew. Let me give y'all a better view. Let you take it in for a minute, okay? This card is about being rescued. Being rescued by the divine, by the angels, by your spiritual team is one of the most memorable things that'll be in your top 5 in your life. Because like I was saying, sometimes we feel like, oh, let me keep this person around, let me keep doing this, let me keep doing that. But what they're trying to do, they're trying to save you from something. And a lot of the times they have to save you from yourself, right? So with that being said, I just feel like somebody here who's gonna see this message, I don't know who you are, I may know you personally, or you may just happen to randomly come across my videos and see this, but you're being rescued. Okay, part of you being rescued is back to what I was saying at the top of the reading, is about obedience. Like, this whole season has been about obedience. That is literally why all of this stuff is happening the way that it's happening for you, to you right now. Because they're like, have you learned the lesson? Okay, have you learned the lesson? Oh, you still haven't learned it? Okay, so you're about to repeat it. Oh, you still didn't learn it? Okay, well, we're going to make you repeat it again. Oh, guess what? Here comes Mercury retrograde. You still don't know how to communicate. Well, you're finna go through this lesson again. Oh, look, you're still helping people who wouldn't help you. Guess what? You're finna learn this lesson again. Oh, you're still not speaking your truth. You say how you feel to others, but the people that you need to say it to, you don't tell them. You're finna learn this lesson again. Oh, you're complaining and you're not showing gratitude and you're not happy for what we've given you. Oh, okay, you're finna learn this lesson again, right? And I could just keep going on because that's how the universe is, you know? Some of you may literally be praying and like, please change this, please change this. And they're like, okay, look, we're gonna come rescue you this time, but we need you to stop making the same choice, because this choice that you're making is a mistake, but you don't want to change, and you have to change. You know, like the card says, change is natural, is good, and yes, it can hurt. You know, having to cut off people in your life where you don't no longer have them in your circle, yeah, that hurt. You know, but you have to ask yourself, how many of these people showed up for you when you needed? You know, that is one of the most painful processes that you can go through, is going through some stuff where you really need your team, you really need your friends, you really need your family, and then they're not there for you. And it hurts, you know. Some of you may have to transition and be in some really tough situations because the same people you looked out for were not there for you. But then here comes the universe, here comes the divine saying, here, take my hand, I'm here for you. But you have to do what I told you to do. And what did I tell you to do? Because I know what I told you to do, but do you remember? You know, you have to be obedient. All right, we are the divine most high's children. And when we're not obedient, we get spiritual ass whoopings. Okay? He may not literally, she may not literally put us over their knee, you know, or use a belt, but things happen to us and we're like, why is this happening? You know, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? Well, because you didn't listen. You know, it's something that they told you to do that you didn't listen to. Like, so the universe is literally teaching you these lessons, and the planets are just like, hey, here we go again. You know, we're going through it again, to the point where you end up understanding what it is that they're trying to tell you. Because like I said, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. But then sometimes you can't hear the universe until the universe goes really far and begins to take away the things that you want. All right, the things that you feel like you need. So if any of this has resonated with you, please let me know. I will be doing more videos. I may do one tomorrow, I don't know, but I have been trying to get myself in the practice, or should I say back in the practice of dropping more content, just because I love you guys love me, and you show me so much support. Like, you guys buy my products, you guys book my services, you book me for readings, you just even talk to me in the comments and emails, and you guys are really the MVPs. I want you to know that, because you guys, all of you hold a special part in my heart. Like, we are a community together. If you feel like you were alone, when you come on this channel, you are not alone. Okay? I love each and every one of you. If you need me, you can always reach out to me. All right? And I guess that's where we're going to end it there. Okay? So I hope you guys have a really great day. I hope you guys have a really great weekend, because the weekend is coming up. All right, and just again, learn to work with these planets and not against them. Okay, bye.